Hi, I'm you, just a little further down the road, and I want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to schedule that mammogram. I know you were busy, I know you weren't sure it was urgent, but you did it. You showed up for your health, for your peace of mind, for the people who love you, and for me. You didn't wait for a lump, you didn't need a referral. You chose the Breast Center of Maple Grove, where they use advanced 3D mammography to detect breast cancer years before it can be felt. Because of that, I'm still here. Living, loving, laughing, strong, confident, and healthy. Still dancing at weddings, still hugging my kids, still making memories. So, if you're listening now, wondering if you should finally make that appointment, please do. Do it for me, do it for you. Book your mammogram at the Breast Center of Maple Grove, connected to Maple Grove Hospital, or visit the Imaging Center of Plymouth. Go to mytalk1071.com. Keyword mammo. Early detection saves lives. One of them might be yours.
After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music.
And probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Hey, everybody. You're listening to Still Loud with Lori and Julia. And guess who's made an appearance on her podcast today?
Here I am. It's me, Petit Moi, Lori. Hello. And you are going to laugh at me so hard, Julie.
I hope so.
Last we spoke, I was bragging about getting the advanced copy of what I said was Dolly Parton's
Memoir.
Mm-hmm.
So excited. You were so
excited.
Different than all of the rest of us peasants.
Right.
Because you got the advanced copy.
Right.
When we're doing our podcast,
it had come out like the day before.
And we had recorded that one like 5 days before. And so we were so far off. I couldn't stop laughing about that.
Oh my gosh. So I'm laying on a chair under a palapa.
So Lori's been missing in action for a few weeks.
I'm laying under a palapa and I finally tear myself away from all of my mystery suspense books that I've been tearing through because I'm like, I've got to read the Dolly memoir. I told Julia I would. I told the people I would.
Yep.
So
I told the people. Thank you for listening, the people.
The people. So Sunday, I finish a really great book, which I'll tell you about if you want later. But I'm like, I got to pick up Ain't Nobody's Fool.
Is that what it's called, Dolly's memoir? I'm laughing.
Okay.
I'm laughing so hard at you right now because I'm just thinking back to your so important.
My advanced reader copy.
Okay. It says it right on the cover.
Yeah, the life and times of Dolly Parton. Why do I not see that it's not written by Dolly Parton? It's written by a lady by the name of Martha Ackerman.
So her memoir, this isn't even hers.
It's
Lori.
Oh.
Okay. You are so
And
blind.
the very first page.
Oh, Lori.
I'm like, wow, look at this. Oh, Dolly. I could have sworn she's written another book. Well, maybe this is like part 3 or whatever. And the very first page, if you trace your finger through Dolly Parton's family tree, chances are you'll land on someone with a story to tell. And I thought, oh, Dolly didn't write this. This is
Okay, that is so funny. So what date did I even see then? It was just this. I said
this book came out last Tuesday, November 11th.
Yes, and I must not. I just put in Dolly Parton's memoir in the Google thing.
Because I looked at this book and I saw Dolly Parton as the author, not the other name that's clearly
Martha Ackerman
on the cover.
Okay, that is so funny.
So now I don't want to read it because I don't like reading
someone else's account of someone's life. But that's what you do.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay. So what do I just thought I'm just going to open the book, and I open it to page 105, even though you told me it's like 69 is the book.
It's the best page.
But it's all about how Porter Wagner put her on as his little blonde gal singer on the Porter Wagner show, which was we're both too young for this, but it was on like in the 60s.
Right.
And he's the guy, he always wore the nudie suits. Anyway, but she was like his quote unquote girl singer. That's what they called it back then. But she was a songwriting machine. And when she decided and gave her notice to Porter Wagner, they had a fight that everyone could hear. And she wrote Jolene that night, and the
then
next day, I will always love you. And anyway, so it was kind of, I got the whole.
And the I Will Always Love You was a tribute to Porter.
Well,
Wasn't
it was
kind
just,
of,
he was her mentor.
Yep.
He was never her lover. He was very dismissive of her and her little songwriting skills
but
because
he
she was
gave her-
outshining him, but he
gave
plucked
her-
her from nowhere.
Yep, he gave her
and
the
so
launch.
she wanted to be honest about it, but they never had a lover relationship
No,
or
gosh,
anything like
no.
that. But women's answer songs were kind of becoming a thing. And that's what they called them in the late 60s. Like Loretta Lynn, if you remember from Coal Miner's Daughter,
Yes.
she writes the woman, "You ain't woman enough to take my man." Bobby Gentry sang answer song. Even Helen Reddy, "I Am Woman" here is a woman's song. But anyway, Dolly was well and truly heartbroken about Elvis not recording I Will Always Love You because he needed to have publishing rights, or at least 50% publishing rights. And she said, no, absolutely not. And she had bragged to her whole family and friend
that he was gonna do
Elvis
it.
was going to do it.
Because he agreed, because she asked him and he agreed, but then
He approached her
And
because
then
he
Colonel-
had heard that song was a hit for
Yeah.
Dolly, back in the day. And anyway, and she said the most proudest moment, because she had no idea that Kevin Costner he paid for that song to be used in The Bodyguard, but she never really heard, because once they pay you, you don't know if it's going to show up in the movie. And she was driving, she owned a home in Beverly Hills and was driving like on, I don't know, Laurel Canyon, we'll say, and Whitney Houston, the song, and it takes her a second. And it's only until she gets to the second sentence, she realizes,
that's my song.
that's my song that I wrote. And she had to pull over, overwhelmed with tears, because she couldn't believe she sang that song so differently.
So differently, in more of a powerhouse ballad.
Oh no, Dolly sang it like a country
She
song,
did, and
then
Whitney was like-
Whitney gave it all this
Yes.
emotional heft. So anyway, I did skim through the book.
I'm seeing a
and
couple
I've got-
takes.
I've-
This is just hysterical, though.
I know it. And listen to here's the most.
Because you made such a
Oh, yeah.
stink. I've got the advance.
Here's scoop.
Okay, give me
Scoop,
some
though,
scoop.
that is I've only read in this book. So earlier this year, her husband, Carl Dean, in March died.
Mm-hmm.
He'd been ill for several years, Alzheimer's, and only immediate family went to the funeral. And if you want to know where the cemetery is, if you're one of those people who likes, it's called Woodland Memorial Park and Mausoleum in Nashville. George Jones is buried there, Tammy Wynette, Porter Wagner. Dolly and Carl have a big tombstone already engraved.
So many people have those from the olden days. I mean,
But I mean, to see
your name.
name with her birth date and the date of their marriage, and then just her date to be filled in is just, kind of wild. But Dolly doesn't care. And it's a bronze memorial marker and 2 images under their name. Under Carl's is a barn, because he loved all sorts of barns. And under Dolly's name is a rendering of the Partons' old cabin where they lived, which is the inspiration for so many, many songs.
Right.
And when she bought Dollywood, it was some old, you go through like some little mountain towns and or even in Florida, an alligator park. There were these really kind of tacky.
Yes.
And it was
went to them all the time. Loved them.
And this was called like railroad land and mining. It was, but it was all falling apart or whatever. And Dolly had been living in London, living in New York, and Carl wanted them to be back in Tennessee. And she thought, what could I do? And she thought of all the families that she could employ if they put some money into this thing that was falling apart. And that's how Dollywood is.
And she saved the country or the county, and she saved the people.
Many things.
I really still think we should go there, Lori, on a field trip.
I would just love to know. And anyway, she said, been on record that when she dies, she's going to march up to God and say, I just want to know what you had in mind when you invented Dolly Parton. That's her question.
Okay.
So anyway, this is the book that was not written by Dolly.
Okay. Up for grabs. up for grabs or find at one of your neighborhood little book houses.
And this woman wrote, Martha Ackerman wrote The Fevered Days, the 10 pivotal moments in Emily Dickinson's life, if you're interested. She also wrote Curveball, the remarkable story of Tony Stone, the first woman to play professional baseball in the Negro League.
Is that the one that Brad Pitt made the movie of, Curveball, or is it no?
No, I don't think so.
Curveball was more about stats. And
Moneyball, you're thinking of.
Okay, yep.
And then she also wrote Mercury 13, the true story of 13 women and the dream of space flight. So she does her research.
Okay.
So
it's a well-researched book, but not by Darley.
Yeah, I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 stars, and I'm punishing the author because I didn't want to read the beginning of the book. She makes light of it because that's what people do with trauma, but she had some very rough times, and she was
trauma.
Yeah, and her dad and so poor. It's hard sometimes for people to realize, how poor someone can be and have that many children and
What was she one of how many?
13 or something like that. So anyway, that is the book.
Okay. So I just really want to know. I'm shocked, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah. What I got it all mixed up.
No.
But really, I brought the book.
I know.
I thought I showed it to you.
No,
I
didn't
bring
have it.
it.
You forgot to bring it that day.
But why would I think that Dolly wrote that book? What is wrong with my eyes? They usually work.
But it's a picture of Dolly, and it says her name in big and bold. I would think it too, Lori.
Yeah, I know.
That would happen. All right, but now just real quick, because you teased us.
Yes.
With a really great book that you read. Thank you for giving us the highlights that, what do you call it? When someone else writes it.
A biography.
Thank you for giving us that information.
Yeah.
And now we don't have to do it.
No, and Dolly has written her own story, but she, like in the 90s,
right?
She could add a lot to it, but she's too busy doing.
She's too busy doing. And she was recognized at the Governor's Award in LA last week, along with Tom Cruise.
Oh my gosh. And Julia.
No.
Dolly gave a video speech.
I know, because she still
recovering from 2 hips and 2 eyes or whatever it was.
Or kidney stones. But yeah, Tom Cruise got a 2-minute standing ovation. I heard that.
And, he's the most enthusiastic movie person. And he's never won an Oscar. He's been nominated 4 times. 1989, Born on the 4th of July, which I think he should have won for.
Charlie Sheen was originally supposed to play that role.
Right, but don't you think he should have? Ron Kovic, that was
amazing.
You've never seen that movie. It's a Vietnam. He plays
amazing.
That true story. He was nominated in 1996 for Jerry Maguire, a movie that is outstanding.
Great movie.
Great movie. He was nominated in 1999. I think Steven Soderbergh did that movie. Remember Magnolia?
I never loved that. You guys liked that.
Well, you know what we liked about Magnolia, Julie? We loved Tom's look. He had kind of long hair.
Edgy. He was way edgier.
And it was 1999, so he was height of man beauty.
Yeah, he was height of his beauty.
And then he was nominated as a producer for Top Gun Maverick. And so before he took the stage, they show the montage. And
he's been in great movies.
Yeah. And anyway, so basically, this Governor's Award is kind of, when you see who's in attendance, these are the people, though, who think they're in the running for the Oscars.
Yes.
Here's who, because Debbie Allen got in.
I watched the who's who. Yeah,
everyone. Debbie Allen got one, and she's amazing. And then Dolly Parton for her philanthropy, and then a production designer by the name of Wynn Thomas, which we don't know the name, but we know the production designs of the movies. But here's who's in the audience. So these people are all in movies that are expected to be getting some kind of campaign. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. He's in that movie.
One Battle After Another.
Yeah, which I haven't seen.
Amazing.
You loved it.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yep.
Sinners.
Okay.
Another incredible movie.
I hated it.
Sydney Sweeney, who owns the 9th largest bomb in movie history because no one wanted to go see Christie.
Except for my sister-in-law saw it.
And we talked about it. And they sounded good.
And they watched her documentary too. And boy.
They liked it.
Yeah, they did. And said she was great in it. The movie kind of blah, but she was great.
Yeah. Well, here's the lesson. people, I guess, have no appetite for watching a female boxer.
I don't.
movie.
I don't.
That's the thing.
I don't like female boxing, but I was thinking like
But they
an
were like-
obscure movie like this, like Tanya Harding movie was so great.
Right, but that was ice skating.
That
We're
was.
interested in ice skating. We're not. It's rare to find female.
Natalie, if you're listening,
Yeah.
you're one of the few that likes female boxing.
Yeah, no, and I don't doubt because she has a hell of a story.
Oh,
There's abuse, and I mean,
unbelievable.
she's got an incredible
Yep.
story. But Sydney Sweeney was there, and of course,
Is there rumors now about Sydney Sweeney looking at making eyes at Tom Cruise? Sad eyes, I would only say.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sydney, you can't stand her. People either like her or hate her, but there was a lot, like I thought she was so great in the first White Lotus. Love her in Euphoria and stuff, but I think she's had bad advice.
I would agree with you. She's got a bad picker.
She's got a bad picker for men, maybe for like the way her career is getting steered. But I
For
love her
clothing?
new. But I love her new hairdo. They're doing the Marilyn.
Yeah.
And so anyway, hopefully she can get some new management or something, or Jennifer Aniston takes her under her wing or something. Because remember, she's young. She's only like 26.
Yeah, she's got all the time.
So
in the
she
world.
was there, Dwayne Johnson, and again, his movie about the MMA fighter. No one had the appetite
one
to go
with
see
Emily
that.
Blunt. No
True
one.
story.
Yep. I'll watch it when it comes to Netflix.
Streaming.
Yep.
Ariana Grande was there.
For Wicked, which I saw last night, which I'll tell you
Okay,
about.
and then Jacob Elordi, who transforms in Frankenstein, which is out streaming, I think, right now. And then he's in Wuthering Heights, but I don't know that comes out till January.
Christmas or January. Okay.
Which makes me wonder about
It's
that.
not that good.
So that's who was there.
Okay.
But Tom got, big, woohoo.
Listen, he deserves it. And he made a comment that, I'm all about movies.
Well, yes.
I'm all about supporting the
This
big
is his
screen.
new
Yeah,
thing
this
instead of
is him.
Scientology.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
he can try and make us forget about it. And the only reason flat out he doesn't get asked about Scientology is because he is so nice and has given everybody sound bites and says hello
People
to
are bored
everybody.
with it too.
Well, I don't know if they're bored with it, but it just is. It's like let the big elephant in the room stay sleeping, or whatever that saying is.
I'm not going to even let the elephant sleep.
Stay
It's tired.
sleeping, stay sleeping.
Let elephants sleep, for crying out loud, or something. Okay, so one thing you brought up was the movie that he did with Renee Zellweger,
Jerry
Tom Cruise,
Maguire.
Jerry Maguire, which in Cuba Gooding Jr. I mean, that was a movie.
That was a movie.
But one thing that happened while you were enjoying the beaches
Yes.
somewhere. Jeez, you have been on a lot of vacations.
Julia, what can I say? I'm a planner.
Can you even think of how many days you've been home this fall? I bet it hasn't been more than 2 weeks.
You know what? And I've enjoyed all the time, everywhere that I am. I'm just delighted to be here. Like I'm delighted to be in podcast headquarters right now.
Are you right now?
I really am.
Somewhere east of the Twin Cities. So anyway, I think it was Trafalgar Square in London. They have statue of Paddington. They have a statue of Mary Poppins, but they just did one of Bridget Jones.
Oh my
From
gosh.
Bridget Jones' Diary. And
Please tell me it's good.
I didn't even care. I just was delighted because
But what is it? Just her?
it's just a statue of Bridget Jones.
Okay.
Yeah. And so Renee Zellweger was there, and then everyone starts on what happened to her face, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
blah,
no.
blah. No, but
Yeah.
but I have, except for the second Bridget Jones movie when she was so greasy and was in Asia somewhere in a camp.
That was a bad
It
one.
was a bad one. I still absolutely love the concept of all those movies
Yeah,
and
yeah.
love them. Absolutely love. Now, speaking of which, let's take a quick pause.
Okay.
And thanks some of our sponsors. And I'm going to tell you about Wicked for Good that I saw the screening of last night that comes out this Friday. Or today.
Sounds perfect.
Today is Friday.
Yeah, today is Friday. That's right. Get with it.
Today's today. What was that from again? I don't know. Oh, gosh. Okay. So let's just talk real quickly because we absolutely have passion for travel and have been on several Borton overseas trips.
Yeah, adventures that they're planned for small groups or they can do it for individual. But I mean, many destinations you want a travel expert to help you. And we're grateful. We had it for Paris. We've had it for Iceland. We've always wanted to go to Scandinavia, though, with Borton, because this is their specialty.
I'm so excited. And we still do have room if people want to go. It's a great holiday gift. it's a destination I wouldn't feel comfortable going to. I don't know so much about it as the other places without having experts.
Yeah, we're going to Stockholm, Copenhagen, Oslo, and then they're taking care of the arrangements of how we're getting to and from and staying at beautiful hotels,
and mini meals, and they do such
adventures.
A good job.
We're going to do some sightseeing things that are very exclusive.
I can't wait.
I can't
wait
either.
But anyway, they are a great company, and if Scandinavia doesn't work for you in May, maybe there's another tour that you want to go on. I know a lot of people are wanting, have a partner that maybe doesn't want to travel. That's the beauty of some of their group travel trips is there's people like you on the trip.
Yeah, they're solo travelers, and you'll make friends for life.
For life.
Yeah.
And it's just so great. But they go to Latin America, Asia,
Africa.
But they can design custom itineraries if it's just you and someone.
Or sometimes, I know families that have done this.
Oh, it'd be so fun. They're just quality. They've been in business for 100 years. They know what we're doing. We hope you think of them for your travel needs. And we'd love it if you joined us on Spectacular Scandinavia with LoJ. Go to BortonOverseas.com for more information. And I got something just the other day, another note. Julia, what do you do about your hair? You always talk about your hair.
Oh.
And the partnership that we have with Hair Restoration Institute of Minnesota, I'm so excited about because we worked with this company a long time ago. They've been in the business of hair for over 30 years. And what I mean is, if you're losing your hair, if you have menopausal hair loss, if you have GLP-1 weight loss, hair loss, if you have stress and hormone loss, if you just have natural hair loss because it's hereditary in your family, it does things to you.
Oh my gosh.
It's stressful.
Yeah, Casey, he went to them a long time ago because he goes, I'm not okay with being a bald man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel good about it. I can't embrace it. And I'm like, you're the most confident person I know, but hair is like a deeply personal, and you do not want to be wasting your money chasing things that don't work.
Exactly.
Where we know Hair Restoration Institute.
And there's so many different options. And all you have to do is go to HRIMN.com. In the right-hand corner, there's a thing that says free consultations. Click on that. You'll meet with Beth. She will go over your health history, do a scalp analysis, which is big, discuss your goals, and talk about different options because there's so many different levels of options that you can do. But tell them Lori and Julia sent you. You can't spell hair without HRI. And I feel like so proud to, talk about them because they really do have solutions that work for people.
Agreed.
Okay.
You saw Wicked last night.
Wicked for Good.
Wicked for Good. Okay. It opens today. There might have been screenings last night that people could have gone to.
Let's just address the elephant in the room because that's what it's called.
What?
An elephant in a room.
Oh, not the elephant.
Lori and I are so used to doing everyday shows.
Yes.
And we were off for 73 weeks or what it was.
That's all.
And so with podcasts, you do sometimes in advance. And we get our dates mixed up so bad.
Maybe it's going to be part of part of the charm of the most Minnesotan accented podcast in the world. Now we can add a moniker.
So
never gets the dates right.
It's Thursday, not Friday, and so we just get this so mixed up. And I just want to know when we're doing that, we're just mixed up.
Yeah, so Wicked, but people are going to have a chance to go this weekend.
Oh yeah, and I talked to a friend who actually already got their family's going to go on Thanksgiving.
That's a fun thing to do.
But you need to get your tickets now.
If you want to go, Thanksgiving Day or the day after.
Absolutely. Get your tickets now. So Wicked for Good, it's part 2 of Wicked. Mm-hmm. And
does it pick up right where the last one, the cliffhanger?
Pretty much. And then they go back into some history of the characters. And then you have, Galinda, who always reminds me of you, and Alphaba, who might be a little of me. Just kidding.
You're the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yes,
she becomes.
But who has a really good soul.
Right.
And then their relationship and dynamic, it's more about those two.
Yeah.
And you get to see, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Well, it's John Chu, and he did the first one, he did Crazy Rich Asians. I mean, the sumptuous sets.
Unbelievable. The costuming on Glinda
is amazing.
And on the woman who plays the older woman, but who looks like she's 12 and she's 70.
Oh, yes. The
Yeah.
lady, I don't know what her character's name is.
Everything Everywhere All at
And
Once.
Jeff Goldblum
Jeff
and
Goldblum.
Jonathan Bailey, the
Oh my gosh.
people's sexiest man alive.
Yes, it's
Did he ride a horse? Did we see him ride a horse? Did he gallop?
We did.
Okay, good.
We saw him gallop. And
Okay,
so,
good. That's all I care about.
It was, come on, what's her name, Lori? We love her. Wicked for Good. What's her
Oh,
name?
Michelle Yeoh.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you.
Michelle
I mean,
Yeoh.
her costume was great. And
The dress she wore to one of the premieres that was a citrine, like think of a tulle skirt, but just started at the top of the bust and just went all the way down to the floor. It was like I don't know, Balenciaga, but I mean, a tulle skirt at her chest line, and her hair was piled up. It was just a dream. And then I want to ask Ariana Grande, what's with the kabuki makeup?
okay, first of all, she's so good in this.
I know.
And she
She's
was so
incredibly
good in
talented.
Wicked One. And
Yes.
I kind of thought she was kind of robbed. Because I thought she was so good.
Because
people
it's-
don't like musicals. They don't give
Well,
well.
no,
Hollywood.
I don't know. I don't know why. She's hard to get respect. She's a child actor. And
she still looks like she's 9. I started out her looking 14, then I've regressed back to 12
yeah,
and now 9.
but why the kabuki makeup on the red carpet? La Roche is styling her, and she's wearing some incredible, like vintage Schiaparelli.
I think her waist is 13 inches.
Yeah. Well, she's waiting for this movie premiere thing to be over so she can break up with SpongeBob SquarePants.
You think that's
A
it?
fair
Ethan
guy.
Slater?
Ethan
you
Slater.
think it's over?
Oh my gosh, it's been over. Yeah. I mean, listen, the only reason I know is I've been that age, and 2 years was about the most I could ever stand to be with anybody.
Okay,
Including
how
people
old
I
is
was married
Ariana?
to. She's like 34.
And 2 years was all. And 2 years later, you meet Casey, and you've been with him how many years? My brother.
Yeah, he's a rare man, and I was a woman ready to settle down.
Right. You've done
I'd
it
been
all.
a stallion out in the
There you go.
out in the corral for since basically, I learned the ways of love from my high school boyfriend.
Scott, the hockey goalie.
Yeah, so
if people
16,
remember.
16. So
Uh-huh.
it was like,
Long enough, 20 years.
20 years of fooling around and having fun.
Because there was speculation about them breaking up.
Yeah, they're done.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. They're just waiting for this.
To be all.
Yeah, they're not
to
going to
settle. Well, she's going out on tour. So
yeah,
that was the big announcement.
Yeah, so
And-
that's how you break up with somebody. This is the rock and roll way of breaking up with somebody. You go on tour.
But it's going to be her last tour ever.
Don't ever listen to a 34-year-old if they say they're never having plastic surgery or this is their last tour. We're not going to hold you to it.
Anyway, I thought it was very good and very
you give
entertaining
it
and very
5
fun.
stars. I can't wait
4.5.
to go. Yeah.
But it's just fun.
Yeah.
You
I'm hoping to go with a 12-year-old.
That would be magical.
Yeah.
That would be, and it didn't feel scary. Like the first one, I thought at the very end kind of got a little scary.
Yeah, with the
flying
monkeys.
monkeys.
Yeah.
But this wasn't scary.
All
It was
right.
just, I loved it.
Excellent. Well,
I loved it.
Can I just tell you the thing that is just gave me so much delight because
Tell
you
me.
know how you fly in from somewhere and you've been gone
And
and
you're
you're
just- I don't know.
discombobulated.
I know
Well, you
this
came
twice
home
a
from
year.
Paris.
Yes, I was-
We're all discombobulated. Just think about that.
Yeah.
So you get home, and we got home like at 7:30. So I was like,
Last night.
yeah. So I was like, yay, Dancing with the Stars. It's got to be like the semifinals. And then shocked beyond belief that it's Prince night.
I couldn't believe it. I watched all the videos this
The
morning.
Prince estate is opening. I mean, they're like, and they had video, and not all the songs worked with, ballroom dance.
And not all the songs were him singing, it felt like.
Right.
The one that,
I know what you're talking
the
about.
Robert one, Baby I'm Crazy, or what is it called?
Baby, I'm a Star.
Yeah.
But that dance was so good. He's going to win everything.
And his name is Robert.
Robert Irwin.
And
He's
he
Steve
is Steve
Irwin's son. He
and
was,
Bindy's brother.
yeah, and he was like 4 when his dad died, or
I
2
remember.
or something like that.
He was called Bob. Remember they called him Bob.
Baby Bob.
And he'd take him out with all the gators. That was a devastating death.
Well, and he is devastatingly good on this show. And when
Robert is
when he was dancing to Baby I'm a Star, I mean, when he opened his shirt and he had the see-through shirt on, I mean, I'm of the age where in the late 70s and early 80s, people did wear see-through shirts. It was a great time to be a woman or a gay man. The men were so, they showed off. They were peacocking. They were not all covered up and, lumberjack wear or whatever. And
But
not that didn't have a place, but
the dance
was so good. And then we learned a new word in the jive, something do you know what it is?
No, because I just watched the videos.
And of course it was,
Len.
No, Len is dead. They danced to the Len.
No, the other guy.
The other guy.
I'm looking it up.
Flamboyant guy.
Yes. Bruno.
Bruno says, and the way you sugar bushed, my darling. And sugar bushing is a part of doing the jive. Must be a way you move your hips or something.
Oh, wow. Sugar bush. That's a good new word.
I know. I thought about having that could be a good team name for something or code name. I don't think you should put it under your phone if you're having an affair as Sugar Bush. It's going to seem
no, I don't think
right
you should.
away.
No, it was like putting boobs in the internet back in the old days.
Exactly.
And you go down a deep, dark
And
alley.
I'm delighted for Elaine Hendricks.
Who's she?
She's the blonde woman. She's the mom from The Parent Trap.
Oh.
Elaine, she's like 54 and she is crushing it. And I mean, that's what she's most famous for. But like her friend Lisa Ann Walter from...
She was in
Elementary
Freakier Friday, Romy and
Michelle, but she's most well known. That's what she's known. She acted with Lindsay, and she's been in a million TV shows.
You'd recognize her if you see her. Okay.
She's been really fun to watch. Dylan Efron, even though he was like 4 out of 5 on the leaderboard, I am charmed by his slimness, his tallness.
Zac Efron's brother.
And Zach finally showed up last night in the ballroom. Hasn't showed up and had a kid on his lap to disguise himself.
But
like
the
having
kid is
the pillow.
their little sister.
Yeah, okay, so it's all weird. It's all weird.
And also, this Dylan was on Traitors. That's how everyone got to know
knows him. So he moved on, and then
don't say he was eliminated.
I can't say.
Well, it's Friday.
It's Friday. It's too late. It's 2 days. It's past the time.
According to Lori, you should already know.
Well, 2 days is a lot to. But the person who got sent home, it was the Whitney. The
Mormon wife.
The Mormon wife with Mark Ballas was her partner, and they have been on top of the leaderboard the whole season.
I thought their dance was spectacular.
It's spectacular, but people don't like Whitney.
Okay, there you go.
And
I wonder
because she had high scores, but it's a combination.
Yes.
And Jordan Childs and Dylan, who have been the bottom two, because next week is the finale.
Okay.
And they moved on. So it was a popularity thing. And I thought, Alex Earl, I know that she's a social media person. What did she do? She did the Get Ready With Me videos. So maybe when TikTok was starting or something, and they were called the GRWMG videos. So like whatever she was getting ready for, she'd take you along. I guess that's what I'm just. But anyway, she's really good. And she could win because she's moved along, but Robert Irwin
is
so
good.
I'm gonna actually vote next week. Julia.
Well, and I think, did you watch it when Len was back? Len was back last week as a judge.
Len is dead.
No, it was the other guy, the guy that used to host it.
Oh, Tom Bergeron came back for a night. No, I missed it, but it was. I love him, but I think that
Juliana
and Alfonso Ribeiro are doing pretty good, but no one. I would like to see Tom Bergeron and Julianne, and then I'd have to say goodbye to Alfonso. I don't know, maybe he can get another job or something on the show.
Yeah, he's got the dance.
Yeah.
The Alfonso.
Yeah, but anyway, was he good, Tom? Was it fun seeing him?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you didn't watch it.
I'm having a hard time.
Biggest ratings they've had in 20 seasons.
Wow, that's something.
The show has turned around, and it's become the family show that people are watching together. Like Casey's daughter, her kids like watching specific dances. It's just something else besides like, a cartoon or something. It's like, oh, wow. And then you can do that dance and people can, oh yeah, like my mom, she knew how to do the jive.
Right. And my mom
Your
did
mom
too.
was probably a great
and the
dancer.
jitterbug.
And
She
the
was. We
jitterbug.
used to do it all the time.
So it's so fun to see these dances.
High energy.
And I love Derek as a host. Carrie Ann Naba gives me the hives half the time. But we've got a history with her.
We do. We do. But I got to tell you, okay.
All right.
Are you done with Dancing with the Stars?
I think so. But I very much have been enjoying it. And I hope people are going to watch. Tuesday night is the finale.
Yes.
Next Tuesday.
I will watch it,
You
Lori.
will,
Thank
I
you.
know.
I will watch
And-
it. And
and
it's on
so-
Channel 5 right here in the Twin Cities.
And Jordan Childs is also in there. You'd think she would be better because she's a gymnast. They usually do better, but
she doesn't have rhythm in the right way?
she just
Her
maybe
legs are too short?
No, it isn't that. I think that she just doesn't have the natural flow of the hips that some of the other people have had. I don't know. I feel like gymnasts are very tight
Yes, Lori.
because they're so muscular.
Yes.
So sometimes
Okay.
I think it's hard to be loose-limbed.
Well, and longer limbs look really beautiful in dancing.
Yeah,
Let's be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So real quick, we started watching this new show called The Beast in Me.
Oh, I want to hear
Okay.
about this show because
Okay.
that was something I wrote down. Have Julia tell me about The Beast in Me
Okay.
because that just dropped and everybody's buzzing.
Okay. And it's with Clara Danes and Matthew Rise and Brittany Snow.
And Matthew Reese is married to Carrie Russell from The Diplomat, and they starred in The Americans, and he was Mr. Perry Mason in the reboot. I love Matthew, and I love Claire Danes, Homeland. My God, I mean, so many movies.
Jeff
But-
had never watched Homeland. And
oh,
he's
that
just-
show is so good. Is he watching it?
No, because we're watching this, and
The Beast
I
in
wasn't
Me?
in the mood because it's so.
What's it about?
It's a psychological thriller, Lori.
Okay, that's right
about
up my alley.
An author, the plot of Beast in Me. It's called Beast in Me. It's on Netflix. It's from acclaimed author. Well, it's about acclaimed author, and Claire Danes plays this woman.
This author,
Aggie
okay.
Wiggins, who struggles with grief and writer's block, becomes obsessed with her new neighbor, a wealthy real estate mogul, Niall Jarvis, who is Matthew
Reese.
You say Reese, I say Rice. Okay. He and Jarvis was the prime suspect in his first wife's disappearance.
I would be very curious about this neighbor too. And you're a writer. My gosh.
And it's
Ooh, I can't wait to watch this.
first of all, Claire Danes is both of those two are such amazing actors.
True.
And so Jeff came up because he's ahead of me because I just needed to pause from it because
Yeah. It's intense.
It's intense. And
Is this something like Casey and I'll watch in 2 days? Because we are kind of bingers on psychological
you will.
thrillers.
Mhm. That one and the one with the woman from Succession, the
Oh,
redhead.
Shiv.
Yeah. It wasn't me or whatever.
All her fault.
All her fault. Those two.
Okay, I've heard about that, and it takes place in Wilmette, Wisconsin, which is a northern suburb of Chicago.
Yes, it is.
And so it's
a
filmed in
beautiful
Chicago.
It's a beautiful suburb.
All her fault on
Yeah.
Peacock. Mm-hmm. And what's
And-
your rating on that? You like that too?
I'm just starting.
Okay.
I mean,
I've heard buzz about both
Yep.
of these shows,
and they're very, I just always have to take a little break every once in a while from
Your
those
appetite for
suspense.
suspense and psychological stuff is not like
I do better reading it than watching it
Yeah.
sometimes because
Yeah.
and it was kind of like that with Breaking Bad. Like, how do they keep making these bad decisions?
Did you guys try? I think there's only been maybe 2 episodes that have dropped. I for sure my homework. I will watch whatever's available this weekend. It's on Apple Pluribus. It's 100% on Rotten
I
Tomatoes.
started it, and it's about a woman who's extremely negative.
No. So it's from Vince Gilligan, who gave us Breaking Bad.
Yep.
Okay, the writer, the showrunner. And he wrote this for Rhea Seehorn, who plays Saul's, girlfriend in Better Call Saul. And she plays the main character. And Bryan Cranston was college roommates with Peter Bergman, Jack Abbott from Young and the Restless.
And
he-
also with Mr. Peterman.
Yes, but he
Yes.
was so Peter Bergman, aka Jack Abbott from Young and the
I saw
Restless,
that.
is the president in Pluribus.
It's about time people recognize him because I loved him on Young and the Restless.
And he's still on there. He and Nikki, they're still on there. And you know why Vince Gilligan, Bryan Cranston was like, okay, because this part, so the premise of the show is a virus takes over the world and
so
everybody, everybody is completely happy and accepting of everything except for
this
this
woman.
level,
There's the
because
negative
she
part.
knows something is very, very wrong. Okay.
Yes.
And they needed, so that's like this crazy premise. But also, if you read the premise to Breaking Bad, on paper, it sounded crazy. A
Right.
chemistry teacher starts selling meth to and
school
gets his
kids.
high school. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it sounds crazy. But so Bryan Cranston says to Vince Gilligan, my friend Peter Bergman, and we all know how much dialogue soap actors
Have
memorize in a day, 30 to 40 pages in a day.
Unbelievable.
Whereas like a TV person, they might have, 5.
Paragraphs.
5. Yeah. So they needed someone who could like stand at this podium and deliver this message. So I sent it to my mom because, we talk about Young and the Restless a couple times a week. Like we're checking in with people in our family. Yes. Okay. But anyway, so I want to check it out because it just sounds so wild. And the fact that it's Vince Gilligan and he's proven.
I started watching it, and now that I know a little bit more, maybe I'll go. Lori,
But probably the pilot is just like many pilots to the first show. It's setting up a lot of storyline that you might have to. What am I watching? Or you might not be in the mood for watching it. But I love Rhea Seehorn. I think that's her name.
It is.
And I always felt that she was overlooked in Better Call Saul. And then Matthew Rhys and Kerry Russell were absolutely robbed of any recognition they got at their last year at the SAG Actor Awards for the Americans, because that show's absolutely terrific on FX.
I have a good friend who
it's on Netflix now, and people are discovering it.
My friend is doing, and so I have a friend who's watching. Pookie is watching Friday Night Lights.
Oh my gosh!
I've got Maureen who's watching The Americans.
The Americans, which we watched, we taped, we DVR'd it.
I quit it. I can go back probably at season 3.
Oh gosh,
it's so funny how many episodes there used to be. 26 a year or something when people used to, TV every night. They
it was a weekly FX, and that's how people are rediscovering Animal Kingdom. That dropped on Netflix, and Ellen Barkin was always seriously overlooked as Smurf. Mm-hmm. It was like Katie Seagal in Sons of Anarchy and Charlie, getting overlooked.
Okay, so one more TV thing, and you're not caught up on the morning show?
No, I'm not, but I will be on Saturday morning.
Stephanie and I were talking on the podcast on Wednesday about this show, and she brought up that she doesn't think Reese Witherspoon is that good of an actor in the show compared to Jennifer Aniston, which I agree. Jennifer Aniston, it's completely different.
It's because Jennifer Aniston has the better written word. She's got a better part. They don't know what to do. They've boxed Reese's character into a corner. Literally with that whole January 6th that she scrubbed her brother out of there, which completely violates every journalistic standard. Right. I mean, whatever side you believe in. So they've painted her character into a corner, and then they've thrown a curveball with Corey because she would have never.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that's how that show has turned soapy.
Right, but I still love it.
Same, because there's enough. I love the bro and Jennifer. I mean, I love Boyd Holbrook. I'm in love with that guy. I've loved him for a long time. He's been bad guys in other shows too.
Yes, he has.
He's kind of got that dirty, lanky boy thing that long-legged
that you love.
Oh man! And
are you going to be talking about this when you're 80 with me, Joya?
I sure hope so.
Joya. And speaking of beautiful. Lanky, long-legged Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh my gosh, I love his legs.
So Landman came
Landman.
Yeah,
came back. Yeah.
It came back on Paramount Plus. Demi Moore looks amazing. Mm-hmm. First episode was great.
I can't wait to watch it.
It's so great. But he has been doing the red carpet wearing kind of like a caftan.
He wears a beanie and then he wears a hat on top of it.
And he wraps his beanie kind of funny that it looks like a caftan.
Yeah.
And then, he...
But he always has great boots or shoes. Sure. And he's got those long, skinny legs. Mm-hmm. It's just his look. His head gets cold. He's self-conscious about the fact that he wears so many wigs. Like he wears a wiglet on Landman.
Oh, he does? Is he bald?
Well,
How do you know that? Did you talk to him?
I talked to Hair Restoration Institute. No, I didn't talk to them. They have a very strict privacy policy, but he wears a series of wiglets. Okay. If you look at him in the Walmart ads, or not Walmart, that's Walton Goggins. He does some ad where he's out in a field talking about something, but he wears wiglets. So on the red carpet. He's not taking chances with weather or rain. They have sent these people around the United States. Demi has been having a lot of good employment opportunities with Brad Gresky, her stylist.
Yep.
Allie Larder has been, I think, it's refreshing to hear a 49-year-old woman just say, I work my butt off to look like this. I get up at 5 a.m. The way I'm eating, I have to get in a bikini in front of all these
She looks
people.
amazing.
But she doesn't, she like then explained how hard she worked at what she did, which is like 3 hours of working out a day. She's not saying it's matcha.
No.
She's not saying it's 8 hours of sleep or I drink 12 glasses of water with, lemons.
Right.
She's not giving us that, what we long to really hear, quite frankly, that we can
just take this pill and it all happen to you.
Right. So I like her so much, and I like this renaissance for Allie Larder.
I love it.
And then, of course, her daughter is, we met in
That's Allie Lauder's daughter, that darling
1883. Yes, she played
the daughter,
Faith Hill and Tim McGraw's daughter in 1883, which is also Taylor Sheridan. And that came after we'd already had like 4 seasons of Yellowstone.
I got to be honest, her daughter is gorgeous, and her voice.
Did you ever finish
Yes,
1880?
I did.
That was beautiful.
beautiful.
That show is so good.
It is. All right, now let's just talk about someone else who's so good. Twin Cities Closet Company.
Oh, they are so good.
Okay, so this is the deal. Attainable luxury, having custom closets, having a custom pantry, having this area where you've got room, but it just junks up in a closet or something.
You've gone to those stores and bought those things
containers
that
and crap that you can't see anything in. This is where Twin Cities Closet Company, they're Minnesota owned and operated, and everything is made in Minnesota.
We love that.
We love it, but they have design experts on staff. And they give complimentary consultations via Zoom, or they can come to your house. But literally, no budget is too small. No problem's too small or too big. Everyone who works there is a designer that you're going to be interfaced with as a
You
customer.
don't have to design it yourself. You
No.
might have ideas. You might not have any ideas. They can work with you either way.
Because I live in a small place. There's 2 of us here, and there's stupid big closets that are stupid here.
Yeah.
That just
How they made them.
We could redo some things. You've used them, but they're experts. They're wonderful to work with. It's a no pressure free consultation. Even if you're just dreaming, call them and they'll help you figure it out. I love this about them. Visit tcclosets.com. This is Twin Cities Closet Company. Tell them Lori and Julia sent you.
All right.
All right. One more, Laura.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about Envision.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
Because, we know this, that eyewear is your most important accessory and powerful accessory. We spend so much money, lipsticks, eyeliner, eyeshadow, base, earrings, all the other things. But if you're an eyeglass wearer, it's your glasses.
Yeah. And you know what? Really, more and more people are loving the idea of having like prescription sunglasses. 15 years ago, people were like, oh, I don't need to spend money on that.
Love them.
But they're so good. Why not? It's such a relief to sometimes not wear your contacts and be able to see and have stylish
glasses,
sunglasses, and a pair of other glasses.
And it's a curated shopping experience when you go into Envision. It's not a big box optical store. It's a boutique with experts who know how to study your face, your shape, knows what's going to look on. There will be no eyeglass accidents. They are great. We love them. Go to envision-optical.com, but they've got 4 Twin Cities locations, so there's going to be one really close to you. Grand Avenue at Victoria, Minnetonka, they're in the Galleria, and they're in the North Loop downtown. We love Envision, and tell them the girl sent you. All right, so you have been gone for a while. And
I love how you love to say that.
I do.
You do.
I do because I've been doing all the heavy lifting.
Oh, jeez.
You missed.
Do you want to know? Would you like to know a study that came out of Stanford University about stress and worry?
Like what you put on me when you were gone?
No. You'll hear it.
Okay.
People who claim to have great stress over stuff that really
Doesn't matter.
They're really quite a narcissist.
Well, am I a narcissist?
I'm just saying that sometimes you worry about stuff that doesn't need to be worried about, and maybe sometimes it's just because you're focused on yourself.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
a thing that
I'm going to go on vacation for 2 months and then just call you back about your stress.
But
yes.
I'm just saying.
That's interesting, Lori. Maybe I am just the biggest narcissist.
Well,
and
I think
it's all coming true. Fruition.
You're a Virgo, so I've always put your worrying off on the fact that you're a Virgo and you want things done right, damn it. You're not Beyonce where you have like several assistants who could be doing your bidding, running the world.
I'm your assistant.
Yeah, no, but I mean, you could run the world.
Oh, stop it,
is
Lori.
what I'm
You're
saying.
So sweet.
But I'm just saying that sometimes you stress out about stuff that really doesn't need to be stressed out.
I know that.
Something, but you also.
I am giving you crap, Lori. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I've given up the stress on everything about this show.
But Julia, this is all new. The podcast is new. You've got a newly retired husband, for God's sakes.
No, and you have been gone for half of our podcast launch. There, I've said it. Done. So don't blame it on me being a narcissist.
Well, there was a
That's
way.
interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting, which is we all know the Hollywood to speak of that. Julia
F
is
you.
really giving me the finger here at podcast headquarters.
Thanks for bringing that up as you come back so relaxed.
We were supposed to tape us today.
What were we taping?
Just like, I don't know, were we going to start doing stuff on YouTube or something?
Oh, well, why didn't you get that going?
Because look at me, Julia. I have sand in my hair.
I care?
I know. But I mean, I just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have the best vacation, though?
You know what? It just was...
You were in Mexico with the family.
Yeah, with the family. And I'll tell you, it was just... We're lucky that we are able to afford to take our kids and their kids and go someplace that's casual, easy, and no one needs to drive a car. And we're not doing, everyone's at a young enough age.
That they still don't have sports interfering. You're really lucky because some of those kids are older, no sports.
And they all know the answer, marching one by one, which is a thing we do every night, after we have. Not we, because I didn't have one scoop of gelato, but everyone gets a gelato every night after dinner. I just get one more glass of Chardonnay.
I was going to say, you just have a bottle of wine.
I just have one more glass of Chardonnay.
And a Camelback water punch.
Yeah. So, but we sing that song.
I saved the gelato for all of you. I don't want them to run out.
And you know what? I don't know what it is. I really am.
It's a funny song.
No, but you know what I would rather have for ice cream? A Dairy Queen dipped butterscotch or cherry small.
I'm not into gelato either. When we were in Italy,
did everyone just want you to eat gelato?
Jeff wants it, and I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I love my ice cream, but I'm kind of with you. I guess I'd rather have a glass of wine on vacation.
All right.
Than
If
a
I'm
gelato.
just thinking about all the vacation, and I have been gone a lot, people.
Really?
I
really?
did.
If we add it up, do you think it's over a month?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Mm-hmm. It's probably been exactly a month that I've been
and we've had a
wandering.
podcast for 2.
Yeah, and I achieved platinum status on a certain airline.
We're all so happy.
All this good stuff has been happening as a result of all of this.
You're a narcissist, Julia, for doing the work while I was gone for a month on our 2-month podcast launch.
But I will say, and I do love when you vent and you openly show any aggravation.
I just have to.
No,
I
you
have to tell people because
you have to. And you know what? The thing I wonder. I know Stephanie did the show on Wednesday.
Patrick,
yes,
the
and
laundry
Patrick.
guy.
I listened to that. That was a very funny episode.
The episode with Stephanie just dropped a couple days ago.
I haven't listened to yours and
We had a
Stephanie's, but I'm
blast.
looking forward to it. And I was wondering what she had to say about my absolute refusal to get off the bus and go cook arancini at 4:00 in the afternoon after we've been schlepping around Palermo all day.
So first of all, Lori, she made so much fun of you.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
I know. I do the same.
Yeah.
But
Did
you think I'm complaining.
Well, it depends. I read between all the lines and I've got facial expressions. No, but I bet the one thing I will say, my one negative thing, I only have one bad thing to say about Sicily. They ate too many sardines.
Is it
Sardines,
that-
little ones, medium ones, big ones, rolled ones, stuffed with stuff, skin on.
Aren't there other things on the menu, or is that just primarily?
The water is heavy with sardine and swordfish. It's heavy with octopus, a lot of grilled octopus.
You can only have so much squid.
Octopus is not
Calamari.
squid. Yeah, but they give it to you, and they
find different ways to make it.
Tentacles. They give you. They just.
I don't like that.
Chop off
I
the
can't eat
tentacle.
that stuff.
But when it's
I don't want
charred,
a suction cup on my mouth.
Yeah,
lips.
I know it, and you know it, and you put it in your mouth, and you try to not think about it, and sometimes it's seasoned and it's done quite well.
Sure, it
almost
tastes like
has
chicken.
I know, almost it tastes like ocean jerky. Okay. I'm like, am I eating ocean jerky right now? And how do I feel about it? But there's always good wine to slug it down with.
Oh, Lord, you're so funny.
And I would usually just eat like one section cup. I wasted so much octopus and I feel like I owe an apology to the sardines of Sicily.
Oh, no.
And there were just too many, and they're full of little tiny bones. It would be like being up north and pan frying perch, which I know people do.
Right.
And and my sisters used to love eating the fish tails
of
walleye and stuff. But
I just love it that it's the ocean jerky. That's a good news because it's chewy. Sometimes the consistency of the food, I just can't. I can't get over it.
But yet, all barbecued meat has in it an aroma, unless you're really a vegan, who just you're like retching right now at this conversation. You're leaning over to a bucket, but there's a specialness. I mean, I love the smell of barbecue pork, and it smells good.
Sometimes
and so
I don't like smoked.
No, but like the grilled octopus, it smelled good. And a couple times it tasted good, and a couple times it didn't. And then finally, I just started.
You had to order sardines again.
No, I just started saying no to food.
I'm not eating. I'm just drinking. No. Well, apparently,
I am here for
here's
pasta.
my favorite thing because Stephanie has Stephanie's Dish on My Talk with Steph March, and she has Taste Buds, her show on Fox,
right.
and she's
write her name.
A regular on Jason's TV show. She's about food. So this trip that you went on was inspired.
Nowhere did it say anything about food. It was just like it would be like going. It's like going to with us to Scandinavia because we're going to teach everyone Norwegian. No, we're not. We are going to have fun adventures together.
Anyway,
but food is always, of course,
about you and the cannoli and how you loved the reason why you went so all in it. You had a crush on the guy with the man bun, and he was flirting back with you, and so everyone watched that unfold. And then when you stood up in the tour bus with the declaration after you heard we're going to go learn how to make this pasta bowl rice thing. What is this? Why are you making me work?
No, I said
vacation?
I am not a peasant.
And who's with me? And stunned silence, including your husband.
I know.
And then Kurt reluctantly, Stephanie's husband.
He did. He wasn't
reluctantly. Well, that's
wasn't.
what she said. He said, all right, I'll go and escort you back.
Yeah, no. The bus driver drove us all the way almost back to the hotel. He was so happy. He didn't want to make arancini either because he knew that Steffi would make it. It seemed pointless. I was like, I'm not standing for 2 hours and learning how to make something I'm never going to make.
You're hysterical.
Yeah.
You just don't. Okay.
I want to tell you, here's something I want to do because I love taking credit for things.
Oh.
And I want to take credit for something.
What are you going to take credit for?
Well, you and I are taking credit because we
Okay.
started using this word in 2023. We were still on the radio.
Yes, we were.
And we used it to describe the romance of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. How invested, why did everyone feel invested? And then we're like, oh, we've had parasocial, that's what you call it when you feel
connected,
really invested in someone's life, like them as a person. If you met each other, you'd like each other. We have had we are intense parasocial relationships. Dolly, Mick Jagger, Cher. Well, we have it, not parasocial. We really do know Donny Osmond,
right?
But. On our very first podcast, we talked about why we were so bereaved and about Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban because we have this parasocial relationship. Right. So we've been using the word, and we talked about it on the radio show in context because if you remember when the romance, the rom-com started unfolding that fall. We were rather shocked. I don't know why we were, but we were shocked. As women, we shouldn't be shocked. But there was so much misogynistic hate towards her for how dare you learn about football and become a football girlfriend and distract from the game. Remember all that conversation? And I mean, all kinds of people stood up for Taylor Swift. We're like,
the NFL people, the football people said she was distracting from the game. They kept
there was
showing
all
her.
kinds of BS. So it was really, and then, but it ended because the parasocial pushback was so loud and huge, and Cambridge Dictionary decided this year that now parasocial, because it's been in use for 2 years, and they do say it's because of Taylor and Travis.
Yeah. Wow.
Is
this the word of the year or something?
It's their word of the year, parasocial, which means involving a connection that someone feels between themselves and a famous person they do not know, a character in a book, film, TV series, music, blah, blah, blah. And they cited Swift and Kelsey when people, and then also when they first started dating, when they got engaged. I mean, it's just people, her fans. Teen stars have always had the strongest parasocial relationship because teenagers, you're never more passionate about the first boy, girl, or band that you have as a kid that their music speaks to you. All of a sudden, you're like, you want to get everything you can find out about them, you know?
Yep.
All your commonalities. I remember my sister loved Leif Garrett. And she was just
but I hated his lifestyle.
Yeah, but
he let me down.
Yeah, I know, but like at the beginning when he was at the very beginning of his career, anyway. So
he was hot.
So that's I love this time of the year because it's listicle season.
Yes, it is.
All the lists are coming up, but that is the Cambridge word of the year, and we started using it correctly a couple years ago.
And you probably pronounced it correctly.
Well, parasocial is not that
wasn't that hard.
Yeah, you can pronounce it.
So
we referenced it in our very first podcast. We said we have this deeply parasocial but very connected relationship with Nicole and Keith.
I wish there were awards for this, Lori.
I know. And we're the only ones keeping track of any of this.
Where are the awards for how many things that you said first? Ahead of the curve. Okay, so here's what we were ahead of the curve on is having some plastic surgery.
Oh, my gosh.
And we work with Minneapolis Plastic Surgery and Dr. Jarvis. And we have a relationship with him, not parasocial. And I'm for real. But
I think about, when we got our brow lifts, which someone told us we should do like in our late 30s, early 40s, we're not out loud about it. We almost felt embarrassed that we wanted to do it.
I did my eyelids at the same time.
So did I, but we didn't want to tell anybody. There was like this shaming, and then, 20 years goes by and I decide, I'm having a facelift and I'm going to be out loud about it. And it wasn't anything that factored into anything. I just chose Dr. Jarvis because we had used him once before. Right. And he is an accredited plastic surgeon. Yep. And he was so kind over all the different ways I freaked out that I wouldn't look like by myself. And I could stop in as much as I wanted to see him.
I know.
He was so nice.
So
because I was worried. The number one worry you have is I won't look like myself.
Right.
And that's just not the case. And he's the best.
I don't recognize you. You've been gone for over a month. But the reviews are phenomenal for him. He listens to what you want and is realistic with, no or yes, I can achieve that. What you want is, not going to look good on you, or it does. And the surgical site is right in the same location. So that saves you some money on costs as well. Visit Minneapolis Plastic Surgery, make a consultation with Dr. Jarvis, and tell him the girls sent you. Okay, I have one thing. I was asking you because on Instagram I keep seeing all these ads for, crepey skin, crepey neck, crepey this, crepey that.
Because they know the age.
Yeah, I know.
It's all targeted stuff.
Okay, so two things. One is I asked you because they keep advertising kind of a softer eyeliner that goes on really easily, an eyeliner pencil.
Yes, an eyeliner. Jillian Dempsey, Patrick Dempsey's wife, used to sell one through Avon. And It was the creamiest pencil, the best eye pencil, and it wasn't lead that when you peeled it, it was like almost a wax.
Right.
So that holds, because you can't put a creamy pencil in a wood shaving.
So I got...
It'll break.
And I used to use, it looked like an eye shadow palette, but it was Laura Mercier Tightline. And you would wet your brush with
you can
water.
still do that?
You can't find them.
Okay,
you can't find them anywhere. I went to Nordstrom's. I went to everywhere to look for a Tightline in the same shape.
In a pot.
I can't find anywhere. So I ended up at Sephora, which is located inside Target.
Okay.
Is that the store inside Target?
It's Ulta.
It's Ulta, I'm sorry. And I said, do you have anything for a Tightline? And I want waterproof. And so I have an Urban Decay pencil, eyeliner pencil that is waterproof, long lasting, and it goes on so smoothly. So I just wanted to recommend this to people. It's $23.
Did you not like my Victoria Beckham?
You only let me use it once. I didn't. This I went into a store and just bought. I didn't even ask for Victoria Beckham. I don't know if they carry it.
I think she only sells online.
But I just want to say it goes on. I don't have the pencil is in the restroom.
It's not in a wood shaving though. It's
in something else.
Plastic, or not a plastic, but a harder material.
Yeah,
so
but it goes on creamy. Yes. And this is something kind of, because you don't want to pull your eyelids.
Well, Julia, this is the unfortunate thing. That is the thinnest skin. That this is what gets skeletonized first.
Do you want
on your face?
Can I tell you something?
Your eyes.
Lori, it is so true.
It's so true. And that's why a lot of, it'll be a big day in hell when a male movie star says, "Oh, I got my eyelids done," because a lot of them have done it. Brad Pitt has done it.
Okay, so here I was listening to something, Lori. This is so funny that you just said that about. So it was the dermatologist from Obagi.
Yes.
Remember, that's the skin line products that you can buy at Minneapolis Plastic Surgery and their skin clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And then a plastic surgeon doctor was on with this what do you call it? When you want a longevity doctor, okay?
Okay, and that's a new one.
No, I know, but he's kind of a big deal, but you have to pay him over $100,000 for a visit. But anyway, they were talking about our faces. And because your face is part of your skeletal system, your bones shrink as you age, and you start losing your bones shrink.
That they call it skeletonizing.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then the first place to go is around the eyes. Mm-hmm. And then the women's jawline, more than men. Mm-hmm. They said way more than men. The women get it here.
Julia, I saw my father's jawline. It was staring right at me, and I was screaming in my mind, ah!
And so in the fat deposits change, and we just lose, you can gain weight and stuff, but as you age, it doesn't go to your face anymore.
Yeah, it's really a bummer.
It was interesting that you just said that.
Catherine Deneuve, famously says you have to somebody asked her about how she managed to look the way she does, and she said something in a French accent about you choose your face or your ass.
Yeah, basically.
And then she might have said derriere. She probably wasn't that crude.
She probably wasn't.
But I'm like, but that is a riddle within a riddle, because what does that mean?
It means
eat.
They both cost money.
Yeah, basically.
They basically mean they both cost money, and that's it.
I mean, look at the Kardashians and all their money. None of them even resemble who they look like. Or, their original face.
Not even for half a second. But then I just want to say one more quick thing.
Okay.
I mean, we are talking forever. It's been 2 days that we've been talking for this. Lori.
Yeah.
We're well over our
time or a lot of time.
But we can go as long as we want, because I always hear it from people, can't you do a longer one?
Yeah.
What do you think? And we'll talk about it on our next podcast about BravoCon. But what did you think about Carol Radswell joining Real Housewives of Salt Lake City?
Well, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Okay.
At all. But Carol will never come back to the Real Housewife world. Maybe she's making an appearance.
Okay. I moved to Utah because that's where she lives now.
Carol Radswell?
Yes. I sent you that. That post.
So she's just making an appearance.
Manifesting, yes.
Yeah.
But I just thought, oh gosh, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
I know it. That BravoCon.
I read all the news every day about it. And, I guess like the biggest thing for me was I don't think Vicky knew she was getting her orange back because she was
I didn't even
brokenhearted
know
when
that
she
happened.
got fired.
Oh, Vicky got an orange. Vicky's going to be back on? Vicky Gunvalson?
Yes,
Okay.
but the Orange County is coming off their worst season ever. Just their worst season ever. The fans hate it. A shakeup needs to happen. Tamara is awful. Gretchen needs to go. It's just no good. So Shannon is funny and Heather Dubrow and they've got like 3 good oranges, but they need to shake that tree and clean house. But Andy gave her an orange and she seemed to be genuinely overcome because she had nothing without that show. That really shook her when she wasn't renewed. And she's been off that show for like 5 years.
Yeah. I'm glad for that. I'm glad for her.
Yeah. So that was good news. And then, the big thing was, that Kathy Hilton and Sutton Strack, their homes were burglarized where they were at BravoCon.
And that...
I'm surprised at the bad security that people have. Because Sutton lost every handbag in her collection.
Stop. And we're talking, she gets alimony still for $250,000 a month.
Oh, I think it's even more than that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's even more than that. But whatever, she's got. And,
I didn't know that. Why don't they have better security? This is happening this past week.
Kathy Hilton's husband was home.
Oh.
And they knew right where to go. And Kathy Hilton has never let us see her closet.
Right.
And I don't think that Sutton Strack has let us see her closet, but she humble brags. Well, not even humble brag because they really are, but she has said before that she has millions of dollars in handbags. Now I'm worried for Jennifer Tilly. She needs to have her security.
And NFL players get robbed when they're playing an away game.
Yeah, no, it's in that way, it's too easy if they're just gonna
people know you're gonna be gone.
Well, the people who are private security and private investigators, there are a lot of people asking for quotes today of people that whatever they do because there's too much targeting. It's just too easy and it's organized.
Yes, it is.
It's got to be some kind of an organized thing. I don't know that it's all individual, but for sure, Dorit feels vindicated because of the remember people
didn't believe
her home invasion.
Yeah. Robbed at gunpoint, and she was.
And she was at home.
Yeah,
I mean, not that doesn't feel any less horrible, but that's why they're getting targeted. But yeah, you know what? I feel like Rick Hilton, he's in one side of the mansion, doesn't hear a thing. And
that's just terrible. I would just feel
it's so
violated.
Yeah, I know.
I remember when your car got robbed, my car got robbed. It's violating.
By the way, Beverly Hill comes back next week, December 4th.
With Rachel Zoe.
Yeah. Oh, I
can't wait.
I can't wait because that show needed to be redone.
It did.
It needed a refresh.
All right. At the very beginning, hold on. You talked about reading the Dolly Parton memoir. That wasn't a memoir, but you said I read a really good book.
Oh my gosh.
So give us that really good book.
Okay, the really good book. So I've waited, Julia, 24 weeks on Libby to get this book. Okay.
Which one is it? Because I'm probably still waiting.
Karin Slaughter, We Are All Guilty Here. And she's the author who's written the Will Trent, the Georgia Bureau of
When is that coming back?
I don't know, but this is not a Will Trent book. This is a standalone book. And she goes back to her, what I would say are her, why I fell in love with, reading.
I just finished Pretty Girls by her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. What a twisted, unbelievable story.
Okay.
Because you've told me she's great. And Pretty Girls is always available on Libby.
Yes, always.
I listened to it.
I think she wrote All the Missing Girls. One of the things, and I think she says in her acknowledgments why she writes about missing girls is that it happens too often.
Yep.
All the attention goes to the white girls, but it's always between the ages of 12 and 16. I mean, you kind of feel like you're getting a Quantico training. She always has somebody that works with the FBI or Quantico, but this is a story about these missing girls in this small town, and what's happening is hiding in plain sight, and the twists and turns and the characters. I laughed, I cried, I was so happy that the book came after the Familia left and it was just Casey and I.
So you could just get all in and read.
So I could just get in and just read this book.
Her books are big.
She is a terrific storyteller.
You told me this, and I kept denying it, and then finally I was desperate.
Yeah.
And I listened to all, Pretty Girls. And
this is called We Are All Guilty Here, and I got it on Libby. I'm going to return it today. I've only had it for 3 days, so I'm really helping the chain.
Because I'm going to go in and grab it. I think I'm willing, but I'm in the middle right now of William Kent Kruger's latest book. And it's Cork O'Connor. It's part of that series his mystery series, Apostles Cove, which I'm loving.
Is it good? Because I'm on the list for that.
Yeah, I'm loving.
I should just buy it.
I'm loving.
All right.
There's so many good books to read. Anyway, this was fun today, honey. A nice chat with you.
It sure was.
I hope you guys enjoy it. And remember, would love it if you show your friends that don't know how to find a podcast, which I'm finding a lot. And it's just our generation. It's not the easiest thing. How to listen to us, we would appreciate it. This is Lori and Julia, and we're still loud.